Not really sure, but my brain tells me I've been here before. Don't wanna draw any attention to all the crazy things that I shouldn't mention. Not really sure, but it feels like my feet are glued to the floor. Don't wanna open up my mouth, 'cause I'm afraid of what's gonna come out. Life is but a dream. This can't be happening. Wake up, scream. I'm in a twisted reality. Twisted.
Is Rasputin in?
Look at him. So rude. He ought to at least say hello first.
Stop it. Grigory went for a walk to the cemetery.
We wore him out a little, so he wanted some fresh air.
Can we help you?
In that case. What are you doing here?
Vanitas, vanitatum, et omnia vanitas. Your father was a great man.
Where did that thought come from?
I can see clearly what a great influence he had on your life, Victor. We both know how much you wanted to be his equal.
You don't know me as well as you think.
Then tell me where I err.
I've come by everything on my own. Everything I have, I owe only and exclusively to myself.
Pride usually comes before a fall. Your father considered himself Polish. Your mother was Russian. And you grew up in France. Who are you, Victor?
I'm a Thaumaturge.
I also think that it's our nature that defines us, and not the place where our mothers brought us into this world.
And what natures do those others have? The people around you. You've gathered them, us, intentionally.
Everyone has a goal. We're only yet another stopover on someone's journey. And sometimes our paths lead in the same direction. Mine leads to the court of Nikolai Romanov. I need to save the Tsarevich because I believe that only then can we have a future. I can help him. Do you believe me?
Yes, I believe because you helped me. I know that.
Think what we can achieve, Victor, if you just come with me. Imagine that the thaumaturgical knowledge of the whole Russian Empire will be at your fingertips. As long as Alexei Romanov is healthy.
It all sounds lovely, but how would we achieve this ambitious goal?
Together, Victor. Together. And all in good time. You'll just have to believe we can do it. Do you believe?
I'm with you.
Perfect. Now our journey is really beginning. Just remember, there's no turning back. Let's not waste time. Let's go pray, ideally at the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene. Ready?
Yes, let's go at once.
Victor, it's about to start.
Strange. I don't remember the way here. Not at all.
Should I be nervous, friend?
This terrifies me.
Quiet there. You're not in a barn.
The Patriarch Kiru will soon begin an exorcism on a certain boy.
I know that you and Kiro have a past. Why are we here, of all places?
Not in the least. Remember, revenge is foreign to me, Victor. It's not about Kirill. Though if by chance he trips up today, that would make me immeasurably happy. Unlike Kirill, I really do want to heal a boy who is suffering. The people must understand that I am the truth.
And what then?
Then, all that's needed is for what happens here to reach the right ears.
Off to the market with you. Don't bother folks here.
Now I would like you to look around and determine how to prepare the miracle of healing. Go now.
What's my role in all this?
The church is a divine stage. The sort I need to perform on to produce the right impression. People will see me today as a miracle worker. What's your role in this? You're a Thaumaturge. Help me do it.
I'll go take a look around.
Go, but don't waste time.
I felt something. Where is it?
But Yushka, can we please start?
Patience, daughter, and humility. Keep praying. You're back after all. You'll soon see the power of God.
Is he your son? Why did you bring him here?
What business is it of yours? The devil needs to give me my son back. He's got me scared to sleep under my own roof.
Why?
He won't shut up about phantoms, and he lies and makes stuff up. And he hauls and hauls. But Yushka, faster, have mercy.
Hey, you. Why did you harm Kartafelic? He said it really hurts now.
I didn't mean to. I didn't. I was angry. Papa didn't come back from the war.
I know you destroyed a holy image. Do you want to go to hell?
No, I got scared. Mama?
I've heard you were a liar.
No, I don't lie. That's not true.
And that you scare your mama making things up.
Not true. I want to go home.
Don't get close to him! It's the devil speaking through him. He'll tell you anything to save himself.
We're running out of time, Victor. What have you got for me?
I've learned the boy carries a flaw.
Perfect. And what's next?
Maybe it's what's making him upset. If I took it away... But Kiro told me to move away before it opened completely.
Don't dwell on it. It's good news. Let's get closer to God. Especially since it's a little too loud here.
Thanks be to God. They're going somewhere else to talk.
Princeps miliete caliestes defende nos in proelio. Down with the evil spirit. I drive you out in the name of Christ.
Priest! Leave that child alone!
You stand in defense of Satan. He's not a child, he's a devil.
Mama!
You're causing a child unnecessary suffering. He needs a different kind of help. True help. My help.
Quiet, don't scream. I'm not going to do anything to you.
Mama! Mama! Help!
He sees you as I do. That only means one thing. Hey, don't cry, all right? How about we talk? Have you ever seen a ghost or a monster? One like him?
Once, one was in the wardrobe, the other in the kitchen. I'm scared of them.
Have you told anyone about this?
My mama and the priest. Am I going to hell?
Calm down, everything's all right. No one's taking you to hell. I see ghosts too. Sometimes they even help me.
Why did God do this to us? Doesn't he like us?
God isn't the one who thinks we're bad. It's the people who don't have our power. They don't understand us, so they're afraid. And that makes them angry.
Will this take much longer? Kirill is about to declare me anathema. How can it be that he's crying here?
I destroyed his childhood. He's a Thaumaturge. I didn't know that earlier.
Do you see yourself in him? Do you want to help him because no one helped you?
What will happen to me now?
Well, Victor, we're running out of time. What will happen to him now?
I've decided that I'll transfer his flaw to myself.
You're mercifully taking something from him for your own benefit.
Listen,
Are you taking me to my mama?
we're about to go back to your mama, and she will take you home. You won't see monsters anymore, and your mama won't get mad at what you say. Deal?
Yes.
It's all right now. Everything will be all right. Find peace inside yourself. Peace, yes. It's all right now. Be blessed, Shimon. Be healed. It's better now, isn't it?
It's a miracle. Thank you. With all my heart.
Shimon shares his name with the name of the greatest of Christ's apostles. And you wanted to drive Satan out of him. That's blasphemy. So say I, Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin. The man you betrayed, Judas. We have made the words of God into an instrument for our own gain. Made sacred temples into a vanity fair. Satan exists, and he is here today among us. But not in this small, defenseless boy I have just cured. This evil runs rampant through our homeland, driving our great nation toward a precipice. It's time to stand against this. Let us be strong in spirit. That is the only way we can defeat Satan.
Down with traitors!
Hey, you! The devil with the book! You damned magician! I'm talking to you! Hang on now. My cousin was recently telling me about a fella like that who was in the lockup in Śródmieście.
Victor, do you need help?
I won't say no. Looks like it'd be useful.
What was that you said, officer?
I can see you're in over your head, officer.
Because these are wizard scum. It's not a fair fight with them.
Enough! You and you. Get them.
But
Save your powers for later. They'll come in handy. Let's go.
Michal, leave him alone, bastards!
Geroy, you're coming with us too.
although they could have left me a coat. It's chilly here.
They're going to kill us.
We'll get out of this.
I wonder how.
First time, brown in the bucket is on the wall.
You don't know where we are, do you?
Janek.
In the Citadel. There's no getting out of here. First, the Ochrana will grill us, then it'll be out to the prison yard.
Hey, kid. Look at me. Wanda will spring us from here. We just have to give her time. Have you learned to whistle yet? And remember, we were at Mass. We don't know anything, got it? Unlike him. And now you're going to tell me exactly what happened inside the church.
How is Wanda meant to help you?
I'm sure Wanda and our folks have already got the Citadel under watch. We don't leave our own behind. Don't change the subject. What about the church?
I did what I had to. The boy at the exorcism turned out to be a Thaumaturge.
And?
I took away his gift. Now he'll have a normal life.
Normal? I don't think so. Not here. I got the urge to pray, and I could have been having a beer at Berg's.
Jan Bialek! No. Please, no.
Here! That's me! You've gotta get him out of here, you understand? He's not even 16.
You have my word.
Bialek, you're coming with me.
Tell her not to miss me. And you, practice that whistling.
You think he'll come back?
Pankratz is going to be so happy when he sees you.
Who's going to feed him now? Poor Pankratz. He'll starve to death. They're going to kill us here.
Where are you from?
From here. I live with my grandfather in Praga. He fought in the January uprising. He raised me after my father died. I wanted to make him proud, and that's why I joined our folks.
My father is dead too.
Is he? Mine died of whooping cough. He worked in a factory and everyone got sick there. We're going to die here too.
A building fell on mine.
What a bourgeois way to die.
I had no intention of bragging.
You said what you said.
Even so, believe me, my life wasn't as much of a fairy tale as you'd imagine. My best friend's father was in debt to a dishonest loan shark, and we wanted to help. I think we were younger than you.
And what happened?
We went to see him with my father's gun, the one I carry with me.
And what? It went off.
The loan shark died on the spot. My father handed me some suitcases and a ticket and said never to come back.
So, he sorted it out. Sounds like a good father.
He was defending his reputation, so he got rid of me, and that was that. I didn't ask him for this.
Shulsky! Your turn.
See you.
How touching. Move your ass.
That was disappointing. Did you know him?
No, never seen him before in my life.
I don't think so. But it can't hurt.
Really?
I can see you're still using it. I remember how it ended the story of a particular loan shark. Tell me anything of value. Then I'll be able to find a way to help you. I wouldn't want the dredgers to pull you out of the Vistal afterward, like Svetlana Petrovna.
I think you're lying. You didn't find anything.
What were you doing in the church?
I was praying to find my late father's grimoire. It's a good thing I don't do that often.
How did you get there?
My friend didn't want to watch the exorcism alone. He's got weak nerves.
What friend is this? Name?
I'd rather not.
I see. It looks like we're done here. Leave us alone. I don't need to introduce you to. Ready?
I know everything that I could read from his objects. What are you expecting?
Results. Find out what he did in the church and where his father's friends are.
As you wish, sir. Let's not drag this out.
Good to see you. We need to talk.
Is that so? What for?
Madame. Or maybe I should call you something else?
I know what I'm supposed to do. Greetings from inside your head. I intend to make myself at home here.
Are you still mad at me about Veles?
We're not thinking about me now. You won't trick me here, and you won't escape either. Save your energy. Think about the church and who you were there with. In the church, a young boy was undergoing an exorcism. But he wasn't possessed.
He was like us. He was a Thaumaturge.
And you took it away from him. How could you? What was worth just as much as stripping Sophia Skowron of her flaw? Her father hired me. Skowron promised my past would be forgotten and my sins wiped away.
So we're both here for punishment.
I foresaw the gallows for you. Have you forgotten?
I don't intend to stay here that long. And you should neither.
What are you jabbering about? Escape from here? Have you lost your mind? I'd sooner tear off your head like he wants than take a risk like that.
Right. Think what we could do with knowledge like that.
End up on the gallows.
If we played badly.
All right.
All right. What?
Let's get out of here. That's what you want, after all. I'll help you, but you're taking me with you.
I'm not leaving here without my father's grimoire. I'm convinced Konieczkin has it.
That's right. It's in his study. 2 floors up. Just don't dawdle. Go. I'll hold Konieczkin here. But not for long, so hurry. Make it snappy. I can't hold him here long.
I felt something. Where is it? What do you think of this, Father? Let's see.
Shulsky, there's no time for reading.
I can't read this. It's like describing colors to a blind man. I don't get it.
Whatever you're mumbling, I don't care. We need to go.
What happened?
The guard peeked inside this cell and everything fell apart. Konyechkin was furious. It'll take him a little while before he regains his composure, so let's not waste time. I'll lead us out of the gate, but what then?
My cellmates have confirmed their people are observing the Citadel. They'll pick us up.
Sounds like a plan.
Before we leave, I'd like to grab one of my cellmates.
What? Have you lost it completely?
I promised.
You'll get lost here. I'll go. You secure the passage to the gate for us. Just wait for me there.
I'll be waiting.
You, what are you doing here?
I must have gotten lost. I'm sorry. Which way to the Citadel?
I see you're not from around here, gent. Grab him. And you, what are you grinning at? Grab the rest of those fuckers in the barracks.
So, have you mastered whistling?
That's how you do it.
Come on, folks.
Wanda! I'm so glad to see you.
What about Michał? And her?
Thanks to me, the rest got out.
Move.
Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Michał.
He is not altogether lost, remember.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
The famous Madame Samira has honored my humble abode.
Thank you for taking us in.
You must be exhausted. Please go ahead to your rooms upstairs. I'll join you in a moment.
Are you coming?
I'll be there in a moment.
This kind of love is never sober, and wandering eyes aren't meant for me. They're hypnotized and growing colder. This kind of love is not for me. I gave you all that I could give. I could you ever love me? You don't even see me. I'm hanging around, wasting time, hoping that you drop by. And I don't pretend to know what you want. I don't even know where to start, but I'm willing to try. Even if you push me under, it's only gonna make me stronger.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame must be the Thaumaturge Victor told me about.
Did I mention that?
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already?
What do you think threatens us?
You're a wanted fugitive, so detainment, interrogation, and probably the noose. And you, miss.
The noose. They won't waste time interrogating me.
Then I guess we all meet at the gallows after all. You do help fugitives, don't you?
Me? Even if the Russian military barges in, I'll tell them you broke in by force.
I'd add that we forced you to cooperate.
Right, right.
Why don't we move on from doubts to solutions?
The solution is to combine all of our individualities. Separately, we're all too weak. But if we form a pact, its consequences might reverberate throughout Russia, possibly even all of Europe. Who knows, maybe that way we could save not only our own necks.
What about Wanda? Aren't you afraid she'll seek revenge?
Yes, and that revenge will push her to extreme measures. But what we're trying to build might save her from downfall. It's one of the reasons that time is of the essence.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
I've browsed through it. My father somehow managed to conceal the meaning behind written words. I can feel that it's there, but it keeps slipping away.
I think the combination of our powers might solve your problem.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected Thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
Only through an experiment, I presume.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rofe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
I'll bring him here. At least I'll try.
There's also the question of that Rasputin.
With him I can acquire and control more Salutars. Without his help it would no longer be possible.
I believe that our pact will give us much greater power. We'll be able to easily compensate for the lack of your friend.
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.
Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
I just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good Feldchair, but he seems to be an experienced Thaumaturge. And it's not easy for me, but I think I would trust him. Not that I have any choice.
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
I think I was the perfect opportunity to get off Konieczkin's leash.
I wouldn't call it a leash, rather an entanglement.
Am I right?
Perhaps.
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konieczkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
Please. Sincerity for sincerity.
I'm not interested in your secrets.
All right.
Do you have any other?
I'll come back later.
Sure.
Intriguing.
Ваши документы.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
Je ne parle pas русский.
It's not enough that he's a magician. He's scum. You'll learn right quick once I give you a beating. Documents. I won't say it again.
Рядовой Стрельцов. I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Why so nervous, officer? If it's papers you want to see, I'll show you. I've nothing to hide.
He's a magician, Captain.
What, am I blind? I can see he's a magician, but he's not the one. Всё хорошо. You can go. Just watch yourself.
I'll remember. I won't cause trouble.
I've got my eye on you. Streltsov, reinforcements are needed on Bzetska. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
how he crawled! Warsaw is ours!
Well, yeah, but maybe that's enough already.
Sonny, it takes fire to fight devils.
Well, if you say so.
You saw how he crawled!
What's going on here?
A crusade in the name of God, that's what.
Is Rafa inside?
Mother of God! Sonny, there's another one!
Are you messing with my mother? I'll kill you, so help me God!
Such a good son, virtuous. The hatred you carry in you, however, was planted by people who are using you like a puppet. Stop the bloodshed. I know you don't want it.
What is he saying to you, Tajik?
He's right, Ma. What do we know about these magicians? Only what they wrote in the leaflets. But is it true? And we won't bring that one back to life. I'm going home. I won't spill blood.
Tajo.
The things people come up with.
Did you come here to gloat, Shulsky?
Don't speak. You're losing a lot of blood.
What do you want?
I came to offer you a deal.
What do you know? You need me. Then I'll die happier knowing I'm thwarting your plans. Lean over. Lean over me, posh boy. Let me tell you something. Fuck off.
Damn it.
Enough of this. The time for vengeance is here. A Warsaw free from...
What are you here for?
We came for Rofe. Let's take this one too. We'll put them both to the torch.
I bet he's in cahoots with the other one. You can tell he's the same kind of vermin as the Jew. Put fire to them, boys!
Stand back, Granny. It's gonna get gory.
Rafa is dead. You're late.
But you're still here. Get him!
The things people come up with.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
About what happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. But apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure we saved an innocent soul because God is with me. I have the power to heal. Time will tell, of course.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. Good.
Grigori, we have to talk.
That sounded serious. And one should sit down before discussing serious matters. Perhaps during supper. Will you join me?
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadarzyńskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course. And a brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety and nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
Who can I expect to see at this supper?
It's difficult to mention everyone. My flock keeps growing, but people are different. Strong, wise, weak, dumb. Some stumble and never get back up. They will be missed today. I pray for their souls. What's important is that you came back.
A discerning Thaumaturge would notice that your supper resembles the Last Supper, the one from the Bible.
A supper like any other. There is a host, his guests, food, and drink. I believe this meal will not be my last.
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth and stand with me despite adversity. Bless you.
That will do.
So, will you join us now?
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are?
Yes, I replied that I am defined by Thaumaturge.
And I promised you all of the Empire's thaumaturgic knowledge. And it will be so. So help me God.
I believe in what you promised me.
Amen. We'll talk more about the future soon, my friend. But my bladder's calling. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He's dead!
I've got you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void? Where am I? Is this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the Wraith here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect. You'll put me in an early grave. This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
I was wondering where you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court? Barbarit.
Yes. A trial over the conscience of Viktor Szulski.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience? A clay colossus. A beautiful, destructive force.
The threat you visited upon us.
Yes. And do you understand why? Good. So you understand that every victory requires sacrifice. And the end only justifies the means. Ultimately, the golem rests at your side, correct?
I regret how the business with the golem ended.
You mean how you ended it? What about Lygia? It's your fault her ambition is now so bloated. Surely you think you were protecting her by sparing her flaw. Your sister will never be the same again. So, the defendant admits guilt and shows contrition. Go on.
Enough. Starting now, we're doing things my way. Release me.
You're in charge here, remember? If you wish to skip the trial, it will be so. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
No.
You cannot avoid your fate. What do you think the trial has revealed?
The fact that I can bend the rules of any game because I'm the Thaumaturge.
And you think that's the way it should be?
Yes. I would be a fool if I didn't live up to my potential. It's what makes me special.
The verdict is guilty. Guilty of self-involvement, suppressing his conscience, and breaking others at will. Guilty, guilty, guilty.
This cannot end like this.
And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths. This is the only way you can atone for your transgressions.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer?
What do you want to tell me?
That you can reach the world, following paths less trodden. Does it surprise you? After all, you can play against the rules. But now, focus on what's in front of you. So? Why the coterie?
It's enough for me that they're not Rasputin. I'm not expecting similar charlatanism from them.
So, you accept everything that was meant for you, and you will use it as you see fit. Are you happy with events taking this course?
Yes, I want this.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscience, or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with, you dolt. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
Will I ever see you again?
That's entirely up to you. You are in charge here.
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. You are Peter, a rock, and upon this rock I will build my church, and all the powers of hell shall not prevail against it. I have an idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden. I don't remember how I ended up here. Is it possible that what happened... You're right. A dream would... I'll think about this later. Ligia?
Christ, don't sneak up on me like that. How do you feel?
You took care of me. Thank you.
Forget it, I wouldn't have managed it on my own. Grażynka helped me. Are you sure you don't want to rest some more?
Where is Grażynka?
She left to get some supplies. It's hard to buy anything now, but she left yesterday and still hasn't come back. Maybe she just had to hide somewhere and is waiting.
Is everything all right? You look concerned.
That's because I am. Whatever is happening on the streets right now, it scares me.
Is that why you unearthed Papa's musket? Does it still work?
Just now I thought I would find out. Before you woke up, they shot a man on our street. He crawled away somewhere, but he was bleeding so badly. The entire city has gone insane. The Governor General has closed the borders and isn't letting anyone leave. People have barricaded themselves in their homes.
Maybe the Russians are waiting for us to kill each other ourselves. And they may be right.
Only madmen roam the streets now.
I won't let you get hurt as long as I live. I promise.
In that case, I wonder how long it will last. Did you intend to inform me that you escaped from the Citadel?
I'm not responsible for what's happening in the streets now, if that's what you're implying. I'm the one who was injured, remember?
I'm just worried about you. Besides, I guess I'm most worried about Grażynka right now.
Did someone come here when I was asleep? Did we have any visitors?
Apart from myself, Uncle, and Grażynka, I didn't let anyone in. The streets are not safe. Why do you ask?
I found an unusual letter on the nightstand about a garden of paradise.
What letter? The only garden that's being talked about now is the one at Dolinka Szwajcarska. The Tsar and his entourage are planning to have a garden party in a park there.
Would you use the phrase garden in the east to describe Dolinka?
In the east? Dolinka is south of here. The only eastern thing about it is its guests.
What is this party at Dolinka Szwajcarska?
The Tsar is celebrating his son's birthday.
Do you know if anything happened to the store?
I didn't even want to try to get in there to check. You shouldn't go there right now.
This chaos in the city. How long has it been going on?
3 days. Uncle brought you here, half dead, 3 days ago. Do you know what day it is?
Hold on.
The last day of summer.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you.
You have risen from the dead. That has to be enough for me. At least until Christmas. Grażynka.
I thought I'd find you in worse health. I see you've once again managed to avoid the consequences of your decisions. I'm afraid I must put a stop to this. You are under arrest for taking part in a conspiracy against the Tsar and engaging in terrorism. You'll also be held accountable for escaping from the Citadel and for your active support of the Socialists, the enemies of the Empire. Your brother didn't bother to mention that, Miss Ligia? You'll be coming with us, Mr. Shulsky.
Why do you torment our family? What are you hoping to get out of it? And how the hell did you get the keys to our house?
Dear Ligia, please, try to understand. that it was your brother who brought these dark clouds down upon your family. I'm just trying to disperse them without bloodshed. If you don't resist, I give you my word that no harm will come to your sister. Shall we?
You are leaving. Straight to hell, you son of a bitch. If you think you'll take me away from my own home, you are mistaken. No, Chief. We'll finish this here.
I didn't receive an invitation, so I decided to drop in on my own. After all, today is a Shulsky family holiday.
Mr. Niedzitz, Warsaw will get rid of 2 pests today.
Wanna share any other fantasies? Don't worry about the broken window pane, Victor. I'll deduct it from the 5 rubles you still owe me.
I won't beg for mercy, if that's what you were hoping for.
I loaded my piece today. Just say the word, and the balding prick will lose the other half of his face.
Nyejits, loyal to the end, like a dog, like his father. Are you going to let this mongrel deprive you of the pleasure? Will you leave my fresh corpse to your sister as a gift? Blood soaks into stone for many long years. A unique birthday gift.
The word.
Alive, he would never have left you alone.
Yes, you're right. Thanks.
About did you?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
What now?
No one can find out. We have to get rid of him.
Why, you'll be the protagonist of my next poem.
Done. It doesn't even show.
I could help you more.
No, it's your birthday.
Rest in peace, Chief. How do you feel?
How do I feel? Nyejits just murdered the chief of the Ochrana in the hallway.
And saved our lives.
What's next? What do you intend to do?
I'm still thinking.
Do you want to know what I would do?
Please do.
I would face whatever it is that you must face. Papa hoped you would see some matters through to the end for him. Even if his ideals are not yours, don't run away from the inevitable. You can't be afraid.
Thank you.
Did I help?
I think so. I'll let you know how it went. You've known me better than anyone for so many years. You were always with me, and you always will be. We have to talk about our future. Any ideas? Maybe Rasputin and the coterie aren't my only options. Do you remember the other suggestion from the dream? Do you think it was about escaping? We could try to break free from all of them. We could escape. Maybe we could even convince Ligia to leave Warsaw behind. What do you make of this? Let's not waste any more time. Let's escape Warsaw to look for new adventures, my friend. I never liked this city. All right. I'll talk to Ligia.
Is there any hope left for this story to have a happy ending?
I've thought of a good ending for our story. Let's run away from here. Me and you. What do you say?
Now?
Why not? There's nothing keeping us here anymore.
What about the house? And the store?
And what about the corpse in the garden? The store is just a pile of rubbish. We can open another one anywhere. We can do this together.
And where would we go?
How about Paris? You know, to start.
Do you want to visit Mom?
Why not? Apart from Uncle Sasha and Pietia, she's our only family.
I don't know. It's a beautiful city, but Nadia lives there.
Yes or no, Ligia?
No, I can't.
Why?
I belong here, and my ambition doesn't let me think differently. I won't run. And if you want to know my opinion, neither should you. I'm sorry.
There was a man, and now the man is no more. See, Victor? If I put my mind to it, I can do a little magic myself. What's with the stern faces? Rejoice, Shulsky twins! You made it through another year.
I want to leave the city before sunset.
Alone? Have you seen what's going on out there? And I suppose you want to go to the station, too? Absolutely not. I'll smuggle you out of here in a mighty fine carriage. Ligia will regret refusing to join you.
Victor, if you ever want to come back, I will be here.
I'll miss you, sister.
You can always come back. Besides, we're not dying. We're just parting ways for a while.
All right.
Only if it's safe. I'll do the same. Safe travels, little brother.
Come now, fugitive, come. Your carriage awaits. Look, it's like we're in a novel. You, an outlaw, an Avenger. Me, his most trusty and amazingly handsome companion. What do you make of this?
I wish Ligia were going with me.
What to do when Aramis had a different idea for himself? Maybe it's for the better. The words that are about to be uttered here are not meant for ladies' ears.
Meaning?
Well, I'll look after everything here. I'll water your plants. I'll even write you sometimes. How I'm doing and such. How the shivs are doing. I hate goodbyes.
Come with me.
That sounds very strange, even coming from your lips. Besides, who will rule the city then? Not my boys, that's for sure.
How about they then? All squared up?
All squared up, brother.
I'm the one who says when you're allowed to leave.
They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? The Uper took me on a journey that made me realize how my difficult relationship with my father looked from his point of view, and how I should look at it in hindsight. The true circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's disappearance remain unclear.
But the streets know who rubbed the fucker out. Niedzic, the new king of Śródmieście.
Right, Abauryce. His influence is increasing. He's been proclaimed the king of Śródmieście. The Shivs keep the authorities at bay, and their boss dictates the laws. I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dare to lift their weary heads while socialist militants carry out attacks on anyone who doesn't support the revolution. As for the Flying University, the idea faded and died in the Ochrana cells where the rebellious students were locked up. The weary traveler made it to his longed-for Albuquerque. How do I know? That's a completely different story. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend.